husband and wife roles to play. So, roles of husband. Yan, tayo mo na mga kuya, mga pogi kuya. Unconditional lover, servant leader, have a command responsibility, and a provider. So, these are the roles that God has given us. First thing, role of a husband. Husband, love your wife. Be an unconditional lover. As the head, our first and foremost role is to love our wife unconditionally. How do we do that? Jesus taught and modeled agape love. Yung natutunan natin kanina, di ba? Love is an unconditional commitment. It is an unconditional commitment which is selfless. Which is you will do everything for your family. And love that is more than a feeling, but a commitment directed to the perfect wife. To seek their highest good often requires sacrifice. I believe most of the time, this is where we see issues that the husband, in his mind, nagsasacrifice siya for his family. But there are certain love languages that we will learn later about it. So it's important for us to understand. Okay? So, husband, thank you po. So that is... Can you all read, mga husband? Mga kuya, can you all read? 1, 2, 3, go. Husband.
Love your wives, just as Christ loved the church and gave himself for her.
Question, what should, sa ating mga kuya, who is our model in this verse? He, Jesus Christ. And si Jesus Christ what? Ano ginawa ni Jesus Christ? He gave himself for her. Same thing. The highest model for the husband is, are you willing to give your life to your spouse, to your family? I think sagot naman natin yan is yes, di ba? But how and how we will do it, maraming stages yan, maraming mga stages. In the same way, husbands also love their wives as their own bodies. He who loves his wife loves himself. Ephesians 5:28. Kung mahal daw natin ang ating mga wives, dapat daw iniingatan natin ang ating mga sarili. At katulad daw ng pag-ingat natin sa ating mga katawan. So, paano natin on the way, this is for my understanding. Ako po para sa atin, this is how I understand. If I'm taking care of my body, dapat ganun ko din iniingatan ng wife ko. Kung hindi ako nag-iingat sa pagkain, definitely hindi rin nag-iingat sa pagkain ng wife ko. Kung hindi ako nag-exercise, definitely hindi rin nag-exercise ang wife ko. So, last year, I made a commitment because December last year, my dad passed away na heart attack siya. So pagbalik namin from UAE, God really impressed upon my heart na I need to take care of my body. Yeah. But because of this verse, I prayed to God, Lord, gusto ko rin ingatan yung body ni Luli. And my prayer that I want to go to the gym. Hindi na halata ngayon, pero dati po, gusto ko na mag-gym. So I prayed and I prayed weeks after weeks, months after months. Walang murang, mahal kasi mag-gym I think dito rin eh. Pero alam niyo po, by God's amazing way, He answered my prayer. May nakausap lang kami. Last minute promo, buy one, take one contract for 1 year. So, answered prayer. Nakapag-gym ako sa Gold's Gym, siya din, kasama ko everyday sa Gold's Gym. So, same thing. Para gano'n din tayo. So, in that way also, it is also my date night with Luli. Nag-enjoy ko yung time ko as I go to the gym. Alam ko kasama ko siya, so solve yung time ko with her. Diba yung mga things that you can look at na I find something that interests me na siya din eventually magustuhan na. Ganun din siya. So, yung time ko hindi ko na-spend yung time ko lang sa gym, but kasama ko siya. So, yun din. So, I want to take care of my body. Same thing with my wife. That's my role. So, I invited her to join me sa pag-gym. So, ganyan din sa inyo. Unconditional lover, next is a servant leader. Alam mo po, narinig na natin. We heard this so many times in CCF. Servant leadership. Servant leadership. Men, kaya mga bros, can you all read this again, mga brothers? All together, for even
the Son that man did not to serve, but to serve and give his life as a ransom for many.
So again, our highest model is Jesus Christ. And we know, and I know, that you know the story of yung kay Jesus Christ. The way He served His disciples, the way He served His people while He was here on earth is really humbling. Diba? If imagine si Jesus Christ ginawa na yun, how much more should we, as leaders of our family, to serve the ating mga wives unconditionally. So we need to be a servant leader. Servant leader means that you can do small things. Diba? Later, again, sa love language, sa communication, we will talk about this. This means that husband exists for wife and children and vice versa. As a servant leader, we must, number one, husband, we must be willing to serve our wife and meet their needs. So mga kuya, do you know the needs of your wife? Do you know their love languages? Narinig nyo na yung love language? Sa mga, narinig nyo yung love language? Good. Kaya mga bros, narinig nyo about love language? Yeah. Later we'll talk about that. It is not our job to demand that she meets our expectation, but it is our job to make her life easier and more meaningful. Because that's how Jesus. We don't demand our wives to submit to us. We need to love them in order for them to submit to us. Mas madali ba mag-submit pag loving kami mga husband?
Yes.
Diba? So, ganun din yun. Minsan nakakalimutan ko din yun eh. Minsan parang, hindi, dapat you need to submit, pero I realize that I'm demanding something na hindi ko naman pala din napaparamdam kay Yuli. So, ganun din tayo mga husband. If you want your wives to submit to you willingly, you need to be a conditional lover and a servant leader. Di ba? Kaya ba natin yun? Alam ko naman ginagawa natin yun mga bros eh. Kaya, I'm sure pasado tayo dyan. Be a servant leader. Set an example for your wife and kids. Are they good example? Yung mga husbands po ba, they are good example sa mga anak nyo? Di ba? Do you discuss matters with them? As a servant leader, as a leader of the family, you need to talk to your family. You need to talk to your son. You need to talk to your daughter. You need to talk to your wife of the issues that you're having within the family. Di ba? And get their opinion. Sa mga kuya, mga bros, are you willing to get your opinion naman yung mga wives sa mga decision making? Are you willing to get the opinion of your children? For example, if you want to do something na concern yung mga anak nyo, are you asking their opinion first before making a decision? Di ba? Then consider their good for their common good. That's servant leadership in the family. Ako most of the time, I'm trying my best na if I'm leading kay Luli, I make sure that I ask her opinion first on anything before we talk about things muna bago talaga making decisions. Even my work, even my ministry, even sa pagulang ko, na ngayon, manay ko na lang. So even how to deal with my mom, I talk to her and ask her opinion before doing something. Okay? So that's a servant leader. And we will, alam ko po, marami na tayo narinig about servant leadership. But as a husband, these are a few points that we can apply. Another role of a husband, have command responsibility and be a provider. I think most of the time this is where mga husband okay sa being provider. Diba? Minsan lang, may nakakalimutan tayo. And later we'll know that. For the husband, is the head of the wife, as Christ is also the head of the church. He himself being the Savior of the body. Ephesians 5:23. This is our biblical basis to have command responsibility. Diba? We were given to head our wife, to head our family, to head our children. So it is our responsibility. I remember ang responsibility natin is even the spiritual journey in your family should be the responsibility of the husband. If your son is not going well, if your daughter is not doing the right thing, it is the responsibility of the father to take care of those issues. Because maybe baka mamaya hindi na napag-uusapan. Ganun din ang wives. If your wife is not doing her quiet time, or yung prayer nila, or yung journey niya mismo as a Christian, it is the responsibility of the husband to lead yung kanyang wife sa kanyang spiritual journey. Hindi si Pastor Peter, hindi yung ibang pastor, but tayo mismo as a husband needs to lead our family. So ano po. If anyone does not provide for his relatives, and especially for his immediate family, he has denied the faith and is worse than an unbeliever. Bible na ba nagsabi niyan? Hindi po ako, but it is our responsibility to provide for the needs of our family. Okay? I'll not dwell more on the, being a provider. Roles of a wife. So now I would like to call on my wife.